Let's welcome back to my exercises walkthroughs. Today we're going through another hack the box machine. Yeah, what's wrong with my Firefox? Come on, lad. Okay, that's great. That's great. Hack the box. Here we come. Hack the box. Let me connect it. Let me connect to their VPN. Let me connect to their server through the VPN. Is all I'm supposed to say. I've always forgot the pseudo part. Okay. Now there should be a connection. Boom, there's a connection. Great. Now that there's a connection, we're gonna go to starting point. Finished this responder yesterday. Today we're gonna go with 3. This is very easy somehow. This is very easy. Okay, so this is the last one. That we can do for tier 1. Unfortunately, we need VIP to continue with these other machines. So, yeah. This is the last machine we can do for tier 1. This is, please wait for a few minutes. So, it's gonna take a few minutes. So, let's open the walkthrough and see what we're gonna have to deal with in this machine. Okay, we got the IP. Got the IP. The walkthrough is taking some time. Let's nmap scan this first. Because here it says how many TCP ports are open. Nmap minus S3 SCS3 as usual. The walkthrough is taking really long time. Okay, there we go. Let's wait for the nmap scan. Okay, wow. Okay. Only now it's loading, huh? After a very long time. We use minus SV to check the version, and I think SC is like to check the default ports. Not very sure. I have to review back. SC scan. Let's just check for that. Yeah, we have to specify that we're actually trying to see what minus C scan is. Okay, so we already managed to get back the result. There's port 22. And this SSH service is opened. Okay, so there should be a website. And another TCP port 80 is also open, which is the HTTP port. So there is a website. Let's type 2 here. Correct. Okay, let's see what minus SC does. Hmm. The minus SA is to detect firewall settings. Minus SS is to complete a scan in stealth mode. It's like to, not do not be detected that you're actually running a map scan. Why don't we just check which thing do what, which flag do what? Okay, let's see. All scan options and map here. Minus SC is not included here. Mm, nope, it's not here. I open this image in new tab. Hmm, can't see that, huh? Can you see this? I can see it. I don't know how to increase the size. No idea how to do it. Okay, let's see here. What does minus SC does? Bro, why is there no minus SC here? Why can I check minus SC? There is no minus SC here. SS, SD, SF, SX, SN, PS, VS, US, OS, AS, WS, RS, RS. Oh, it's very strange. It's very strange. That is very strange. SS, SU, SF. Okay, whatever. Just leave it, alright? I don't really care anymore. Whatever. We just use it because okay. So this is the website that we're supposed to. This is our target website. Okay, here's the email. I think that was what the answer is. What is the domain of the email address provided in the contact session? So the email is mail the hoppers dot. Okay, maybe mail is not required. Yeah, correct. I'm not very sure if like I was like so the domain is the one that is behind this special AE, right? So this is the actual domain, not the entire part. This is the domain, the toppers dot hack the box. It says in the absence of a DNS server, which Linux file can we use to resolve host names to IP addresses in order to be able to access the websites that point to those host names? Yesterday we also discussed about that. So in this file, right, there are like there can there can be configurations in order to you know, link an host name to IP address, the host names to IP address, right? So that when we actually call this, but the domain, right, it will automatically refer to this IP address. Okay, so let's check for the walkthrough part. Okay, let me drink some water. So right now we're going to have to add this domain, the etc host file, in order for this IP address to be translated into this domain. Okay, so just like what we did, last night, we're going to have to do a very similar thing. So we need to copy this IP address, right, the target IP address, so that we're going to say that, hey, if I'm going to call this host name, this domain name, you need to know that it is from this IP address, right? So every time I call this this domain name, it will recognize it, and then I can call it, and I can use this domain name um, without, it's like a virtual thing, right? So like this IP address have multiple hosts, multiple domain names that it can use, right? It's like this IP address can be used for multiple domain names, which save up space and servers, which saves up power as well. That's my understanding. Okay, so let's go through this part, right? Yeah, gonna paste our IP address. Okay, so this should work by now. Hmm. Why is it not working? The toppers dot hack the box is this IP address. Did declared the toppers dot hack the box. Hmm. Okay, maybe we need to add this. Okay, there we go. we need to add HTTP so that it actually understands that this is a website that we're actually trying to navigate to. Subdomain enumeration, right? A subdomain is a piece of additional information added to the beginning of a website domain name. It allows websites to separate and organize content for specific functions, such as a blog or an online store from the rest of your website. For example, if we visit hackthebox.com, we can access the main website, or we can visit ctf.hackthebox.com to access the section of the website that is used for CTFs. In this case, CTF is a subdomain, hackthebox is a primary domain, and com is the top level domain. Although the URL changes slightly, you're still on HackTheBox website under HackTheBox domain. Often, different subdomains will have different IP addresses, so when our system goes to look up the subdomain, it gets the address of the server that handles the application. It's also possible to have one server handle multiple subdomains. This is accomplished via host-based routing or virtual host routing, where the server uses the host header in the HTTP request to determine which application is meant to handle the request. As we have the domain that toppers.hackthebox, let's enumerate for any other subdomains that may be present on the same server. There are different enumeration tools available for this purpose, like GoBuster, WBuzz, WFuzz, and Buster, etc. As of this write-up, we'll be using GoBuster for subdomain enumeration using the following command. It uses vhost for brute forcing. I actually wonder if I do have this word list. Let's try to navigate to it. Slash useful. Okay, let's try to first see. Okay, so it says that I don't actually have this, you know, I actually don't have it. Okay. There's only Microsoft, and I don't know what that thing holds. Let's just try to go into it a little bit partial. Okay, yeah, we definitely don't have it. Okay, what about we just go to the word list and try to see if we have any, directory buster. So, um, this is quite different from like, directory buster, right? But yeah, it will be different because again, this is about subdomains. We're trying to find subdomains. We're not trying to find directories. So, okay, let's try to navigate to seclist. I think there's something here that we can use, right? Okay, well, we can probably use fuzzing. See, let's see what we can use here. We need something that is gonna fuzz for subdomains, right? Okay, maybe not here. Okay, let's try to go to fuzz. general. Let's try to go for common dot text. Should be fine. So for a new one, go Buster vhost minus w dot text. No, wait. Hopefully this is gonna work. Hopefully. Okay, there we go. Found it. Should be correct. Hopefully. So vhost is used. It uses vhost for brute forcing, defines the path to the word list, and specify the URL, the website URL, right? The target that we need to attack, the word list that we're going to use, and which option we're going to use, right? So we use this vhost for brute forcing. Using Ghostbuster 2.2.0 and above, we also have to add the append domain flag to our commands. The enumeration takes into account the known vhost and appends it to the word found in the word list. Okay, we actually found a lot, but the funny part is that we didn't manage to find s3 dot the toppers dot hack the box, right? But we managed to find all these other things like admin login, right? Maybe we should try this one, right? Maybe we should try this one. See what comes up. Okay. Well, well, yeah. Um, actually didn't manage to find S3 as stated here, but okay. Well, okay, then maybe we need to use different word lists, I guess. Um, you know, like sometime the word lists just don't really work out. Okay, wait. Okay. Let's try to use big dot tags. Okay. Let's try to use that and see what we can come up with. Or even medium dot tags. Come on. Let's try. Let's try with medium dot tags. Right. Now we have more words. So hopefully it's gonna be able to find S3. Although we already know the answer, we still want to make sure that we manage to find the specific subdomain that we're supposed to have found by now. But yeah, we don't have the word list that Hack the Box is talking about. Has it found it? Nope. Okay, I haven't found it yet. Hmm. Okay. Now we're gonna have to go with the big one. If that doesn't work, then we're gonna use megabeast.txt, which definitely should have this S3 in it. Otherwise, they're all useless. Okay? They are useless if they can't even find this two-word subdomain. How are we ever gonna trust these these texts, these word lists, if they don't even have these two little words in them? Look, still can't find it. Still can't find the one word that it is supposed to find. Now, how dumb that sounds. Doesn't that sound too dumb? Come on, hopefully, come on. Just do it. Come on, make a beast text. I know that you are in there. I know. Okay, this one have 45,460 words. And if like there isn't S3 in it, come on. You can't be serious, right? You have 45,460 words. And if you don't have this two little simple words, which is S3, which should be common, right, as a subdomain, and if you don't have it, then you are just utterly useless. Okay. Our 45,460 wordless still haven't been able to find a single subdomain after searching for 5,000 around 5,500 words. Mate, not a single subdomain. Patience, patience. Seriously, lads. Like, whenever I thought about my situation, I think that I still have a lot to improve on a lot of things. In general, myself, I don't know why or what, just is like, well, what I don't know what I'm lacking, right? But I really try to, you know, like, how do I say? I'm trying, right? I'm trying to max out my stats, right? Like, I'm trying to max out in, getting better at hacking, programming. I'm trying to get better at gym, right? I'm trying to get bigger. I'm trying to get stronger. And I'm also trying to get better in martial arts, right? I'm trying to improve my mindset. I'm really trying. But I don't know why. I mean, what is it that I really need, right? Because of the fact that I'm trying, I have nearly everything that I need, right? If I don't try, if I give up, surely be I'll be a weak, a little slag, like a little rat. I'll be that kind of person. But now that I'm trying, now that I'm trying to improve myself, right? Within a few years, I should be able to get the body I want. I should be able to get the knowledge that I need to become smarter, become a much more dangerous man, right? I think everyone is unique and that everybody, should respect themselves, right? Because if you're trying to change yourself for somebody, right? If you're trying to change who you are for not for like somebody or for other people opinions, right? When you do that, it's like, you lose yourself, right? You lose who you are, and you just lose your identity, right? And you become this sort of NPC who just get binded by the rules that everyone create, and just lost, just lost. That's when depression is really gonna start kicking in, because when you lost yourself, you're gonna have this massive hole in yourself, and it's like because you don't know who you are, right? When you don't know who you are, that is like the worst part, right? That's like the worst part, and you just like doesn't actually know like what's happening, right? But then actually is the fact that you lost yourself. You just doesn't know it, but you lost yourself. So yeah, and that's like that creates like this big hole in you, and you just like you just thought that you know making more people accept you would make you feel better, but it's actually the opposite. It doesn't actually make you feel better. Instead, it make you feel worse. It make you feel worse about yourself because you care so much about what other people think, and what you think that you should do this because other people believe that this is the correct way to do it, right? This is what you should do. When reality, you should make your own decisions and you should make your own judgment about yourself instead of relying on other people, because reliance is like deadly, right? It's like if you're being dependent on other people, there will never be freedom. There will never be confidence, because you're gonna look at every other people and you're just gonna think about whether they like this or like that, or whether what you're doing is wrong, just by other people opinion, right? And then the more you follow them, the more that you get lost, the more that you get yourself destroyed by this. How do I say? You don't really need a lot of friends to feel happy, right? A lot of friends is not going to benefit you, to be honest. To be honest, a man that have many friends do not have any friends. So instead, you should have a few close friends that really cares about you, or let's just say have the same goal, right? And then you know I think that you don't really even need friends, to be honest. You just you're gonna die alone, and you're gonna have to grind alone, and you're gonna have to accomplish most of the things alone, right? So there is no need to rely on any other person for comfort or for any other feelings. Just be yourself, be unique, be who you are. That is what really is gonna make you a better person, and that is actually what's gonna make you better, and not about other people's opinions or other uses, stuff like that you care so much about. Life is a journey that one has to experience most of the things alone, and you should really just focus on yourself, right? Just do what you think is right for you, right? In this world, what truly matter is the amount of money, right, that you can make, or let's say have, because without money there is a lot of limitation on what you can actually do and achieve, right? You are definitely going to feel the weight of not having uh a lot of money, not having money, because you're going to feel the weight of that. You're going to feel the weight of poorness, right? Because I don't think that anyone would really be happy without having money, right? Without having money, it's like the life of a beggar, right? You're gonna have to work for hours and hours without really, you know, without really anything meaningful, purposeful, or things that you love, right? You can't do any of them because why? Because you are stuck in a loop. You're stuck in this, everyday sort of struggle, just to live, and just to live enough, right? Just to live like some, you know, just to live like, you know, what do you say? Just to live like you know, a human, right? That's all you get. You don't really, become rich when you get older, or you know, some people say, hey, maybe you can save money and then, invest in stocks and stuff like that, right? But come on, really? Stocks? Is it really gonna, make you rich? No, right? It's not that easy. And it's not really true that, invest in stocks can get you rich. Of course not. That's not true. It's like, that's like the myth, you know what I'm saying? It's like a myth that people are entangled to and just, are so fixated to. But it's not true. You don't actually become rich. And instead, I think we should enjoy, this sort of young, rich life rather than, you know, um, old rich life. Because when you're old and rich, it's like you're gonna just have to, give your money to the people that you love, such as your children. You're not really gonna, get to use that money, right? It's really gonna be useless. So, you know, after graduating, after getting a degree, people think, hey, I'm gonna get this job, I'm gonna get that job, right? I'm gonna get a software engineer job. But when you really look at, when you really, try to look at jobs, do you really think that, you know, getting a job is gonna fulfill your life purpose or anything, to be honest, right? Think about it. No job is certain, right? Doctors and software engineers, right? We all can get replaced by AIs. Everyone can get replaced by AI. No one's safe. No one is safe. So nobody should rely on a job alone to make money or to get an income from, right? So everyone just really start a business. And I actually really am inspired by Hackbox and their website and everything. I really love how they do their exercises, and I really have plans about my businesses. I'm I'm writing down everything that I can do, but of course, some businesses do require, most of them do require capital. You know, like definitely. Some can have a little lower capital, and some can have more capital. But yeah, um, most businesses do require capital, right? It's kind of risky. Yeah, it's true, but you still have to risk it. In order to really, everything is risky, to be honest, right? Because even today we could die. So what are you being scared of? Just use the money, whether it fails or not. Accept it. Accept a failure. Just keep going. Just keep going. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. You just have to keep going and keep, risking, right? Keep this adventure going. Okay, wow. So we talked a lot, and so far we haven't managed to found the S3 that we're looking for. We have found some subdomains that are actually not what we're looking for. Okay, we might not be able to find S3. Okay, there is. We managed to find Uruguay. What, like, what? How did we manage to find Uruguay but not S3? This is so dumb. This is so dumb. And yeah, there is no S3. Anyway, let's just say that we managed to find it. Okay? Let's just say that, hey, we found S3. We already know how to find it, but we just didn't had the word list. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and edit to our word list. Now that we have added, now I think we should be able to view it. So let's go here, type S3, say status running. Which service is running on Discover subdomain? See if we can check that with Webalizer. Okay, maybe we just have to mf scan this again. Oh, I actually felt full because I ate so late and like I ate a lot of rice and I ate a lot, just the bulk, you know. But I'm wondering this if eating only chicken and rice is gonna suffice, for like other other food such as vegetables, which I have not ate. I definitely might need to eat other food as well. Okay, so came up and here we can see that it is running Hmm. 'Part 22 and port 80. Okay, so it is something S3. So it's actually like Amazon S3 bucket, by the way. So this is actually Amazon S3. So a quick Google search containing the words S3 subdomain status running return this result stating that S3 is a cloud-based object storage service. It allows us to store things in containers called buckets. AWS S3 buckets have various use cases, including backup and storage, media hosting, software delivery, static websites, etc. The files stored in the Amazon S3 bucket are called S3 objects. You can drag with this S3 bucket with the aid of SWS CLI utility. It can be installed on Linux using the command apt install AWS CLI. First, we need to configure using the following command. It will be using an arbitrary value for all the fields. Sometimes the server is configured to not track authentication. Okay, so here, here, so they are like not actually stating which service is running on here, right? We know this is Amazon S3 because of the walkthrough, right? But not actually because we managed to find it. Anyway, let's install it. Oh, forgot. Let's configure it. Alright, guys. It's pretty late here. We finished it, and I actually don't really feel satisfied because I have to rely so much on the work through in order to finish this machine. But yeah, anyway, good night and see you again.